Ever had lunch in a cave? Well, today's a chance. So we leave the road, walk all the way up to the crags, head left on the top of the crags, looking out for a little window in the rocks which will become clear, get down to the cave, have lunch or a little snack, and then just head the same way back or head towards the trig point, take a left, drop down the path and then take a right and you're back at the car. Here's the map with the link below, in the description below. You can download this before you leave home. You can see starts off the road, head to the cave and head back. So having parked the car there, just come across the road, you're looking for this footpath that takes you towards the end of the crags. Bit of a scrambly walk. We will be walking along the top of the crags in a bit, so maybe one for confident parents maybe, who are happy to keep the children quite close to them, but it's absolutely stunning. It's not dangerous. Well, I don't think it is. So another walk where you realise just how fortunate we are if you do live in Sheffield. I was on Ecclesall Road 10, maybe 15 minutes ago, and I'm now here, looking down towards the Hope Valley. You've got Castleton, Mantor, Loose Hill, Win Hill, Kinder, over to Bleaklow, a few random sheep. And our target is the middle of the crags. A few people climbing this evening, but we're going to head up to the tops on a path and then along the top of the crags and we're going to drop over the edge, well, walk over the edge and find Robin Hood's Cave. Okay, you might be able to make out the climbers. That's one way up, but we're going to stay on the main path. So it sort of bears right here, gets a little bit scrambly, and I'll see you on the top. Just taking a little sneaky path off to the side. The main path's just there, but just to show the old millstones. Popular spot for the sun going down, just goes down over there. Okay, there's various ways up, but this main path leads up to these boulders. Little scramble over the boulders or sneak up there, and then you get onto the top of Stanage Edge, which I think is the longest gritstone edge in the country. If you head right that way, you've got the trig point, Sheffield over there, Ringing Low Road. You probably drove out on, looking out over to Sheffield, Red Mire's reservoirs, but we're going to continue along the top of Stanage Cage towards Robin Hood's Cave. A little bit rocky in places, all the places, but absolutely stunning. Popular spot for floor is lava, but just a little reminder, the edge is just there. And we're heading just down there where it levels off a little way. With lots of these walks there's always a variation. This is a there and back walk today, just trying to get to the cave, but you can continue straight along the edge, take a left down through the plantation and come back along the bottom, or drop into Hathersage. I'll take a right over to Stanage Pole, which is just on the brow over there, drop down to Red Mire's. Loads of options. Okay, if you're watching this thinking, I've seen that before somewhere, pretty much 2 or 3 minutes along here is the photo on the front of my homepage of my website. Let's see if we can find it. I'm often asked, how do we find the actual cave. Now the tip is to look for a window in the rock, which I'll hopefully find and show you how to then get down. I'm not suggesting you do this, but I've just come to the edge. Gorgeous evening, people are roping up the plantation down there. We're just going to go a little further along and we're looking for the window. Okay, so I've spotted it on the left. That's the window. Don't suggest you go down there, but it's a pretty good view from just after the window where we want to be. So it's probably worth watching this bit carefully. So we've got the window on the left. The route we've taken is just behind us, and the route down to the cave is just here. So we've got the window just behind, and you're looking for this section just here. You see that graffiti little markings on the road on the side, in the right place. We're heading to the cave, which is just there. Okay, I'll let you decide who goes first. It is on the edge, but it is okay with care. I've brought my children here a few times. The cave's on the way. Not a bad place if you want to spend the night. Now, if you step up there, that's the way in. I have seen people, and you can do it obviously with your decide for yourselves, stepping across that way. If you get it wrong, but always go in round the back. I'm 6'6", it's a bit of a scramble for me. Thankfully doing yoga once a year seems to help. And this is the cave. Just take it steady as you go out. Even on the windiest day you can get down nice and low and get a little bit of shelter. That's the way back. Just make your way through there. Or the tricky way, which I wouldn't recommend, is that way. Not a bad place for an evening meal, maybe even a sleep. Okay, this is from the cave. I'm going to head back the same way, but as you can see, continue on your walk along the edge. If you want any tips of where to go, just look at this description below, drop me an email. I can always suggest some alternatives. Just looking down towards Millstone Edge, Mother Calf in the distance, but we're going to head back through the cave. Okay, slightly smaller cave if you decide when you get there you don't fancy that. This was only just over 1.5 kilometres from the car, taking me half an hour, so give yourself 45 minutes, that's plenty of time. And from here, the edge is a fair distance away, so this may make a better spot if you don't fancy the cave. There's a couple of options going out. You can scramble up there, or just follow what looks like a bit of a motorway, the obvious route, back to the top of the crags. At the top, just take a right towards the trig point and head down either just before the trig point to go the same way down as you came up, or just go past the trig point and then take a right and you should be able to see the car. Okay, this is the view you'll get if you've made it to the trig point. Awesome at sunset or just before. 3k total distance to the walk, so just under an hour there and back, but allow plenty of time to explore the cave and take in the views. Remember to hit subscribe if you want to find out about the next walk, and also check out the description below for the route, where you could eat. There's toilets labelled there and any information on the area. Thanks for watching. Okay, if you or your child has been on one of my walks with school and it was raining, you're probably wearing Decathlon waterproofs. They've got a huge range of everything you need for the outdoors, plus loads of other sports. Waterproof starting at $9.99. Well worth heading down and picking up some stuff to make your walks that little bit more comfortable.